going to learn how to wash a City Mini GT by Baby Jogger. So if you just can see here, there's like a bit of, I don't know if it's mold or what it is, but we've got some discolored here. We've got some marks on the hood. But we definitely want to get these marks out here. I mean, she has used a liner to get rid of it. We have some kind of wear and tear here. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to start by telling you what we're going to do. The press studs are all down the side. We've got some Velcro underneath. And one of the key things to taking this pram apart is down here there is a, it's basically the folding mechanism, but it does have, that would be the dog. It does have a little, like almost a D-shackle, and then you have to unscrew it to get the pram apart completely. So let's just start by the fabric. Okay, so to start, we're going to start with the hood, like always. So to take the hood off, we're going to push it back, and on each side there are two little grey buttons. This is one of the easiest things to take off this pram. Not that it's hard to take apart, but two grey buttons, squish them in and pull, and it's just got Velcro all up the sides and Velcro across the back. So that's done. Remember, because we're washing it, we're actually going to need to get a screwdriver and undo these ends, which I will do with you later. Let's just put this on the ground. I'm going to remove this pram liner because it's not a part of it. So undo the buckle and just going to shake that out. That can be washed with it. And then we're going to start at the bottom with the snaps. So what we need to do is unsnap all the sides, and there's also Velcro on the bottom that we need to make sure we do. So I'm going to tip it upside down and undo the Velcro. So one piece right at the front near the wheel, and the other piece is about where the child's legs kind of fold over to go down. So there's a second piece of Velcro. And then we've got a bunch of snaps that go all the way around, all the way up the frame basically. So let's undo these. They're not coming off. You can see where like the hood is, where the fabric is really nice and new because it's being covered. Some of these snaps are not even on, I guess just with use. Don't forget the two up the top. And these ones are weird, they're at the back here. But they're all just snaps. So before we go ahead and just pull this out, there's still one thing that is holding fabric in place. And that is actually the folding mechanism. So the folding mechanism runs through here, and it is connected down here at the bottom. So you can see these two pieces here. We want to unscrew these little bits. We want to unscrew these little pieces here. So we're going to unscrew this. Sometimes if the pram has been left outside, the little screw parts could get a little rusty and maybe a little difficult to unscrew, so a bit of WD-40 will help with that. Just want to get that through. Okay, so your pram seat now just has to thread this fold strap through. So that just came from here, and we just want to get it all the way. This will stay on the pram. And there's our seat fabric off. In the bottom of our seat fabric is called the bum board. So there's a bit of Velcro here, and we want to open that up and pull this out. This one was already open and ready to go. Pull that out, we don't need to wash that. And there'll also be a backboard in here, so that comes from the top. So open this Velcro up, and we're going to squeeze that out. It's also got a seat frame in here, so that will come out with it. It's just to help hold the shape of the pram seat. Now all of this can go in the wash like that. That will clean your harness and your seat, but I'm going to scrub it first. Now I'm going to take the basket off, same thing, hooks and snaps. Well, not hooks, but snaps. That'll strap on here. Just gonna do 1, 2, so Velcro, Velcro, and 2 more snaps, and the basket is off and we're ready to wash. There we go. I like to wipe the frames down, I like to wipe the wheels down just to get all the dust and everything like that off them, and it makes it look heaps better. So we're just going to undo the screws here. Just do one side. You really only need one side to get the hood off. You can just slide it off. Oh, this is not good with one hand. Make sure you do not lose these because then you'll have to go and find some others. Note that the other screw is on the other side. We're going to want to get the fabrics and scrub them in the bath because they're so dirty, and I'll show you what I'm going to use. So now we've undone those screws, we're going to pull this off. Make sure you don't lose that piece. And we're going to pull the hood off. And that goes in our wash pile. I always like to put these back on so that you don't get them mixed up and you don't get them lost. So put it back on the same way that it came off. So what I'm doing is I put the seat fabric in the bath and I'm just going to put a little bit of water in there, and I want to get like a scrubbing brush. I've lost it. Here's my scrubbing brush, and I'm going to get some soaking detergent, and that's probably like plenty of water, and it is hot water too, and I'm going to scrub at it and hopefully that will get some of it out. And then I'm going to soak it overnight. I'm going to use this stain remover as well, and I always just like to chuck in a little bit of like clothes detergent as well. So let's scrub. You can like make a paste out of this stuff. If you've ever felt this before, it goes hot, so it's like a chemical reaction kind of thing. I want to mainly focus on the bottom of the seat, or this part of the seat. The top's really in good nick. It would probably just be thankful to go for a ride in the washing machine. But yeah, let's get that on there. And I want to put some of the stain stuff on as well. Don't forget to do the hood. That will be next. And the basket will just go for a bit of a wash. It would enjoy having a wash. The hood needs a scrub. Alright, so I'll do that. Scrubbing. So I have like scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed that with that big brush that I showed you before. I used a bunch of all the things that I told you about, the stain remover and the leave-in soaker booster, and that's going to stay in there overnight. I also added a bit of the detergent and swished it all around. You can see that the water is actually like a brownie color. It was really bad, and then I added some more water to it to make sure that it all kind of gets wet and soaks overnight. So I'm going to leave that and then I'll get back to it. I also decided against washing this liner. I'll probably just make this a chrome liner to match it anyways. Just one last thing, I turned the seat over so that the side that I wanted to soak a little more is in the water and will soak. And then tomorrow I'll reassess. I might do a little bit more of a scrub and see how we go. But I'm hoping that we can soak this overnight and it should get rid of all of that staining. But I feel like there is going to be a little bit left, but I'm sure it will look better than what it did. too bad. I'm just gonna make a liner for it that matches this pram. And that'll fix it. Looks better though. Alright, so here is the finished pram. We don't have the best lighting at the moment. My light decided to stop working. It's not completely dry. You can still see this marking. It's actually fading, but I'm glad that you saw all the dirt that we got out of there. That's all out of here. Other than that, the rest of the pram really did come up nicely. There are a few marks here and there, but it has been well used. I do think it looks a lot nicer than when I picked it up. It just feels fresher. All back together, I'm gonna put it outside in the sun to let it dry, and then that's it. I feel like it looks awesome compared to what it was. But now I can know that these are not marks or stains. They're actually just fading. You can see, like, I scrubbed at it and there's no problem. It feels so clean. I love it.